Oh, shit. What's up, y'all? Show Master Lee.
And Lulu.
All right, all you Star Wars fans, perhaps you use your Jedi mind tricks, but it's working. You finally convinced me to go back and watch the tunes. All the tunes that lead up to this that make you go, you won't understand this, John. You won't truly appreciate this unless you go back and watch all of them. So we're going to do it.
Yay!
I wasn't looking forward to this because there's so many episodes, and there's like the old version, which I didn't like because the quality animation is very old school, came out a while ago, but the newer ones were pretty good. So I guess, Clone Wars and Rebels are going to be on our to-do list, and now that we still got Disney, they haven't kicked us off from sharing, so I guess we'll have to clock through them. And honestly, at this point, the reason I want to is because there's definitely something interesting about this character. Anakin was truly her master at some point. There's an interesting dynamic there. Like, I don't know what happened because we all know he becomes Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So, does she become more like him? Does she break away from what I was reading? Like, it sounded like she never fully became a Jedi. And so what's her story? Like, it's unique. So there's something interesting here that we're going to dig into. All right, so yeah, we're gonna finally catch up on this, and by the way, I'm not saying that you got to cave into Star Wars fans. I'm like, if you're not a fan unless you watch everything, because with that kind of attitude, like, who's going to jump into this universe? It's so much, right?
Yeah, you should be welcoming.
Too much, exactly. You're like, just watch anything.
Hey.
Anything can be an onboarding ramp. Because you can use the same logic, like, I just watched Star Wars. Well, you won't understand unless you watch Empire Strike Back. Or you really won't understand until you watch the first episode. And you won't really understand until you read the book.
Right.
I'm like, basically, it's just discounting anyone who's coming on board that you will never understand.
You're not part of us.
Yes.
Right? You should be a kind fandom to welcome people that are clueless like me.
That's right. And actually, you're a good example, baby. You're someone who actually appreciates Star Wars, even though you've now watched a good number of things, because I watched it with you. You still fucking can't remember anything.
Forget.
You don't even remember.
So every time I watch it, it's like brand new.
Who's Luke's father?
Mario.
All right, let's do this. By the way, if you want to hear some wicked wild stories, you got to check out my channel.
And if you want some hotness, check out my fantasy show on my OnlyFans.
All right, let's do this.
War is inevitable. One must destroy in order to create. We are no Jedi.
Oh, shit.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
I wonder if they're going to show him this time.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power, such as you've never dreamed.
So what makes him so powerful?
I've spent most of my life fighting a war. That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one. You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
You never made things easy for me,
Woo!
Master.
So...
Sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Wait a minute. Is she...
She's a Mandalorian?
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Buckle up.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain.
Oh, shit.
You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Damn. All right, kudos for the people who put together this trailer. For two people here who aren't as familiar with the lore, I buy into all this shit.
Yes, it's very good delivery, convincing.
You know,
us.
honestly, if I didn't know better, I would say this looks like it should have been a movie. Like, forget like the low budget TV kind of stuff. Like, go full blown movie. Why not? At this point, like, yeah. If you got confidence in her as a character, I mean, it's this way, right? Rosario Dawson is not like a nobody either. She is a famous actress. She could absolutely carry a movie, I think. Now, that being said, looking forward to this.
Absolutely.
It looks like there's some interesting things developing here. So she's got an apprentice this time, but this apprentice looks like, why is it every apprentice is a pain in the fucking ass? It's not like, I will follow your master. It's like, I'm rebellious kind of. In any case, is she cutting her hair off because she's straying from the path and wants to become like a Mandalorian or something like that? And can a Mandalorian become a Jedi? I don't even know. I feel like two different creeds, if you will, and training.
She's an infused.
The infused, yes, baby. One of the new breed of characters in Star Wars, the infused.
Wait, then why? How come she called her master?
She's definitely in training.
Oh, wow! I love.
Which means that she has Jedi, like she has control of the Force, the ability to. Because I don't think you can even become part of the training unless you have you're Force sensitive. She's sensitive.
Very sensitive, baby.
Shit.
Oh my God.
This looks good. Seriously, honestly, if you don't even know anything about it, like her, I could already look over. I was like,
I absolutely love it. Like Rosario was so powerful. You could tell of the way she looks, the way she
she pulls it off really well.
Smirk.
There's a controlled sense of
you
power.
have no idea how powerful I am.
It's almost like the opposite of how Anakin was, which is like he couldn't control his anger.
Heck, he's mad.
She looks like she's someone who's
but
like
this one,
like so cold, like a cold ass bitch. Like, I got this. You can't crack me.
She knows herself. I'm kidding. I talk like I know.